Well, here we are on YouTube. We're also available on Twitch, Patreon, Discord, and a lot of different places you can watch us live before it goes on YouTube or gets blocked, and only available on Patreon. We invite people to join our Patreon because you get a voice on the Patreon to future reactions and requests and things like that. And we appreciate everyone that supports us. It's a huge honor and blessing that anyone even listens to us, let alone supports us financially. So thank you so much. We never take it for granted. We want to make that clear. We are appreciative of everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
What have we got, Nathan?
So this is the last of the London sessions for One Direction. This is pledged by Pixie through our Patreon. So thank you, Pixie, who is also here joining us live in Discord. And yeah, I think we've enjoyed watching these. This is their last kind of kick at the cat here. One of their last times they were together.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to watch that and know what we know about One Direction and what they've done over the years and how they've changed and separate directions. On the last video, we were commenting on kind of Liam's journey and where he's headed. And I think we came to the conclusion in that one that we're both open to wherever that goes. I don't think we'll
give it a try. We'll give it
a try. Huh?
We'll give his one single. Look, this is my challenge to any artist, right? When you release an album, you got to make that first single kind of be like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's knock it out of the park. Yeah. Sell us your talent there, Liam, with that first single.
Yeah. I think I like listening to him talk behind the scenes. I think he's got some personality there that we haven't seen enough of. And so anyway, for this last one, this is a longer one. So I'm going to step away from that and just kind of focus on the whole band and kind of I'll let them direct the conversation and just take it from there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense to me.
Okay.
Liam.
Niall.
Louis. Harry.
Hello, I'm James Corden and welcome to the One Direction, the London session on Apple Music. As you'll know, 1D have just released their most personal collection of songs to date, Made in the AM. And having just finished a stadium tour, they've decided to do something more intimate for the people that matter most to them, their fans. We'll also be bringing you another film from the band's recent world tour. And today, Louis gives us a sneak peek into his inner sanctum, the tour bus. So much has happened since they first smashed onto the scene just 5 short years ago that if it was a feature film, you wouldn't believe it. I was lucky enough to be able to sit down with the guys to talk about their whirlwind first chapter. Tell me, what were your first impressions of each other when you met? Like, Liam, what did you think of Louis?
When we first went, we actually didn't get on.
We didn't get on, actually, yeah.
It's so funny.
Now, why didn't you get on?
Well, I think we had very similar heads, but we're also different people. So we kind of clashed, but then we kind of thought if we worked together in the end, it kind of fixed. Now we're the best buds, so it's like, it's amazing. It's nice. We have a good time, don't we?
Oh, we do, lad, yeah.
Louis, what was your first impressions of Harry?
I don't know, I think we'd had a few chats along the way.
And your impressions were cool guy, I like this guy.
Yeah,
this guy's a cool
we didn't really know
cat.
that much about each other, but yeah, you seem to be about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And Harry, what did you think of Niall?
Niall was like the loud guy.
Life of the party.
Yeah.
He was actually a life of boot camp, yeah.
You know, because we're obviously in this situation where none of us were comfortable in, because none of us had ever been in that situation before. So we were all kind of, shy and kind of going around trying to keep yourself to yourself. Niall was absolutely not that. He was the one who was always around,
Guitar
always
in
shouting,
hand.
always singing things. Yeah.
Things haven't changed.
No, not at all.
And Noel, what did you think of Liam?
Liam was the one that everyone was looking out for when we were at boot camp. Because Liam had been on the X Factor in 2008 and got to judges' houses, so everyone was like, "That's Liam from."
Yeah, they were, weren't they? Yeah.
We were all like scared of him. This guy's got a great voice. Wait, did you see his audition? Like asking like stuff like that. And then actually, the night before we got put together, we used to like share rooms with all the other the guys in the category.
You were talking Spanish. He was on the phone in the toilet talking Spanish, and I thought, who is this kid? I didn't understand it. You were talking Spanish. Who are you speaking Spanish to?
A friend of mine from Spain. It was literally.
Okay. He have always been international as a lover.
Huh? I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Do we know this one?
Perfect? Nope. I don't think so.
Might never be the one you take home to mother.
No, we don't know this one either.
I
Okay.
might never be the one who brings you flowers, but I can't be the one tonight. When I first saw you from across the room, oh yeah, girl, I hope you're sure what you're looking for, 'cause I'm not good at making promises. Sing it out. But if you like causing trouble up in hotel rooms, and if you like having secret little rendezvous, if you like to do the things you know that we shouldn't do, baby, I'm perfect. Louder. Baby, I'm perfect for you. And if you like midnight driving with the windows down, if you like going places we can't even pronounce, if you like to do whatever you've been dreaming about, baby, you're perfect. Baby, you're perfect. So let's start right now. Sound beautiful, London. I might never be the hand you put your heart in, or the arms that hold you anytime you want them. But that don't mean that we can't live here in the moment, 'cause I can be the one you love from time to time. Sing it. When I first saw you from across the room, I could tell that you were curious. Girl, I hope you're sure what you're looking for, 'cause I'm not good at making promises. As loud as you can. But if you like causing trouble up in hotel rooms, and if you like having secret little rendezvous, if you like to do the things you know that we shouldn't do, baby, I'm perfect. Oh, baby, I'm perfect for you. And if you like midnight driving with the windows down, if you like going places we can't even pronounce, if you like to do whatever you've been dreaming about, baby, you're perfect. Baby, you're perfect. So let's start right now. Perfume like a candle's flashing every time we go out. If you think it's so funny, you can sing it. Baby, I'm perfect.
No.
Baby,
You catch that?
see those hands?
Like, write a song you can sing your breakup about? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a Taylor reference?
Great stuff. Right, let's have a look at another exclusive film from the...
Okay. It's interesting. Like, it's kind of like a dig at Taylor, but not totally. You know what I mean? Like, because the song is saying, you know, if you like doing these things, I'm perfect. You know, it's just a fun reference. It's not so much a dig at Taylor, but they're just having fun.
Yeah. I think I don't know the whole. I don't even know why they broke up, other than they're just two big mega stars. I don't think it can make it work forever. But
well, I don't even know how
far
it got. I don't even know how far it actually got. Like, was it
okay? So people are saying two, but yeah, it doesn't matter. What I'm getting at, I think. I mean, I can only speculate. Again, I'm just speculating because I don't know them, and I don't know what they've revealed to the public. So I think a lot of people are just speculating. I suspect if Taylor wrote a broke-up song directed at Harry, I think it's the one that's called Style, and then they wrote this one. It was Harry and Louis that wrote this one. I suspect there's a little bit of it's a dig. I think it's tongue-in-cheek dig slash. But I think at the same time, I think they meant it. You know, I mean, like they're saying, like if you want drama, like the big line that Harry said there, if you think this is funny, sing along on your own. Like the whole crowd knows. Like if you want to write breakup songs about me, what was the line exactly? If you're looking for someone to write your break up songs about, I'm perfect. So that's obviously a complete, because Taylor's sort of infamously, not necessarily truthfully known for every song being a breakup song, but she's done a few, and some of them have been pretty big hits, right? And pretty obvious she's singing about John Mayer or Harry or whoever. So, so that's what Harry's saying. So maybe he felt a little bit stung. Who knows? Maybe he felt a little bit stung by the song. Maybe he's saying, look, because maybe if she never did the song style, he may never have done this song. I don't know if they would have had a rebuttal, but still. So that being said, regardless of all their thought process, it's a fun, cute pop song. The boys sing together. Something I failed to mention in the last video, but it still applies to this one. I didn't showcase that much in this performance. This performance was pretty even keeled. I didn't quite catch what I thought with the other video. I forget what it was called. The song before this one on part 3, but. Now seeing them again, I know we've said this a few times, but if you watch our channel for the first time, you kind of get like they can't do this forever. They can't share this. They're too big. And I know we're talking about because we see them as Harry, Niall, Louis now, but there's just no way that they can keep bumping into each other, sharing the stage with each other, and it's just they're just too. Yeah, they're like the Beatles. The Beatles couldn't be together for 30 years. It would have been an impossibility. You just can't. It's too much talent in the room where they like, you sing your part, and I think the writing was on the wall during these performances. I could be wrong, but I'm sort of sensing. I don't know. Maybe we're retconning because we know the future, and I don't know if anyone caught anything by watching this when it happened. But I'm sort of sensing things as I watch this. Boy, they're just. I would say they're going through the motions, but it.
Yeah, it sure feels like that's what we're watching is and it's not just one or the other. They all feel a little bit stifled, or it seems.
Yeah, they don't seem they seem tired and bored with themselves. So they're very talented. They're singing just fine, but I'm not feeling the energy right now. It just seems.
It's also that song. That song's kind of a. It's like we're all singing together on stage, and it's not a generic song. It kind of is, but it's not
fine.
like
it's fine. It's a harmless pop song.
It's a harmless pop song. Yeah. So to me, that them performing that, it's like it's not the one that gets everyone on their feet or everyone singing necessarily. It's one of our songs, and so it's.
Well, yeah, I'm going with now Pixie to bring up. They've been going nonstop for 5 years. I get that. Don't get me wrong. But no offense to these guys. A lot of people have been working nonstop their whole life. I'm sure traveling the world and singing in front of millions of fans might be tiring in its own right. But when you enjoy doing what you're doing, it's just let me get this out. When you enjoy doing what you're doing, it's never work, if that makes sense. I think Harry, again, with his big tours that he does and the 15 nights at Madison Square Garden, is he tired at the end of the show? Yeah, but it's not that. It's a different kind of tired fatigue. I think they're just tired of each other. Maybe I don't know. What's up?
Aaron on Twitch is trying to poke the bear here. It's the power of James sucks the fun out of everything.
Yes, maybe. But I honestly, I've said everything I have to say about James. But he's actually doing his part. He's energetic and he's playing the host, the bubbly host. But I think. I think the boys are tired, but I don't think they're tired of performing. I think they're just, I think they squeezed everything they can out of being a boy band. And I think this last album they did with the Made in the Morning, Made in the AM, the writing's on the wall with these performances. If I was to retcon the future, which I can do, seeing the future, that's why I don't think they're ever going to. You look at them perform here. It's just, this is a big intimate performance, blah, 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 and da-da-da. Yeah. Okay.
All right, here we go.
On the band's staggering world tour. Today, Louis gives us a sneak peek into his inner sanctum, the tour bus.
So I've always loved the bus, the tour bus. I've spent a lot of time over the years on the bus. Often when we have the option to stay in a hotel or a bus,
I just get to eat all that candy and not
stay
get
on the
fat.
bus only because we move hotel to hotel all the time. So it's quite nice to have a base, somewhere like home really. Especially over America when we were going on quite big journeys. There would be times where you just fall asleep maybe at 2-3 o'clock and we wake back up either in a different country or just a completely random place like a service station or something like that. It's actually pretty nice, just getting off the bus at maybe like early morning with a cup of tea, see the fellow truckers. Feel like I'm part of the crew now. It is actually a nice time, a nice place to reflect. We've had so many pretty deep conversations in the back lounge or the front lounge, and it's definitely something I remember, and I definitely associate that with having those talks with the boys. I think it's really, really important that you keep your friends around you that were around before it all went pretty crazy. It's always good to have those people that when you say something stupid, they're going to pull you up on it. I think, I'm getting to the stage now where it's last few shows until the break, and starting to think that, next year we won't be touring, and actually that's a weird thing for us, because for the last 4 years consecutively we have been. And I think what's going to be nice is over this time is actually watching each of us as individuals go on and maybe do different things across this year. And that'll actually be really nice for each other, And I've pledged myself, I've got to learn guitar next year. That's like me task.
A little bit prophetic.
Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely coming back. It's really not that weird that we've done 5 relentless years and now we're taking a little break. So, yeah.
Little break. Just a little break.
We're on a break. We're on a
remember
break.
your manager, Will, telling me a story
Do you
about
want
the
to
first
comment
time.
anything there?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's
Right.
cool to see how optimistic Louis is. It's like Louis like, okay, it'll be interesting to see how everyone kind of explores their thing, and then we'll be back, and it'll be great, and it'll just on this little break, That's Louis. That's Louis for you. Like, I think that's partly why I'm endeared towards him, is because I love people who are optimistic. I can't stand being around, people who are, bring me down all the time. I have to be around some people that are optimistic in order for me to function on both sides. It doesn't work for me. So seeing a guy like Louis, and I suspect Liam is more of a realist. Yeah. I suspect. Yeah. Oh, and nobody take that like I don't like people who are not optimists. I need to be around an optimist from time to time in order for it to like my world to function properly. That's all. Yeah.
Sorry,
otherwise Ryan and I would never be friends. Honestly, like we are good friends because of how we play off of each other, and I think But I have people.
I'm an optimist, but I'm positively cautious is probably the better way to say it. Like,
absolutely,
I want good things, and I know we can get good things, but I'm always like, I just don't know. I just don't. I'm just always like, I don't know what it is. Waiting for the other hammer to fall. You're one of those people when something good happens, you get nervous. I get nervous. I'm one of those people like when it's something good, like, okay, yeah, here we go. Something good happened. Well, where's that bad news coming from? I can't have good things in my life. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from, but okay.
My wife is the same.
Yeah, but I'm learning as I get older. I am better now. I'm better now than I was a year ago. I'm better now than I was 20 years ago for sure. Where I am starting to learn when the bad things will come. And so when the good things come, enjoy them, embrace them. Yeah, I'm learning just to enjoy those moments. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I love watching Louis is just like, it's gonna be fine. He's
also voicing what the boys have been talking about, and I think maybe they haven't said we are like they've obviously said well, let's try some new things, let's try to explore ourselves. But I think as time just goes on, they're like, oh boy, I don't know if I can ever like. Once Harry did his first album, he's like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
Have you seen that song "Sign of the Times"? It beats everything you guys have ever done together. Like it did,
Yes.
It's hard to like. It just like Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So just to be clear,
that's my opinion. I'm sorry. "Sign of the Times" is that's a baller song, man.
No, I agree with you.
No, so Pixies like it did, and that's fair. Like there's One Direction fans out there who might challenge me, but in my humble opinion of the music I enjoy, Sign of the Times is one of those songs that just, I don't know, something about that song. It's. Here's the song. What song from One Direction is better? What song from One Direction is better than Sign of the Times? And I would do that one for free. You tell me which song you think is truly better than Sign of the Times. Like you think you hear this song, Ryan, you thought you got chills and teared up with Sign of the Times. Yeah, that's a hard. Yeah. Okay. That's my opinion. I don't think anyone could do it. Okay. All right.
Here we go.
You went to America. How did that feel when you realised, oh my goodness, this is an international thing? Were you aware of that?
When we first started, it was literally just us and security and a tour manager, and we used to just go around in the back of the van, and when you look back at it in hindsight now, the size of the crew that we have now, it's quite strange, I guess.
Yeah. Well, do you remember when we used to go through the airports and we had to do like a huddle? And we literally used to do a huddle to go for the airport, and literally got so rowdy.
Yeah.
It was, sometimes it wasn't scary. Yeah, it was scary, but it was so funny. I lost a shoe once in that huddle, which a girl came to me afterwards with this Converse shoe and said a homeless man had it, and she bought it off a homeless man to give me my shoe back. That's one of the strangest things. How wonderful! Do you remember that?
Yeah. How did it end up with a homeless man?
I don't know. This homeless man had it, and she was like,
He's forward thinking.
Hang on. Whoa. So a homeless man stole your shoe?
Yes.
In a huddle at an airport?
No, what happened was, it slipped off and someone trod on it and it fell out. You know when you lose the back of your shoe? I lost the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I tweeted saying, oh, that was so crazy in the airport, just lost me shoe. And this girl had seen a homeless man carrying a Converse that just happened to be size 8 and was my shoe. And she bought him.
Sure it was your shoe?
Yeah, how did you know it was your shoe?
She might not have told it, but...
It could have been his shoe.
It could have been his shoe.
Basically,
Liam stole a shoe from
a woman stole a shoe from a homeless man, thought this is a good way to meet Liam. I'll give him this. It's been an incredible journey.
Okay, pause.
Have you achieved?
I kind of think it's funny. The poor Liam, he actually sunk back. Ooh, that probably wasn't the best story to tell. This poor homeless guy's got no shoes now.
He's like, trying to tell the story.
This multi-millionaire needs his shoe back. This poor homeless. If you're a Christian out there, remember the story of Jesus when he was robbed. They were robbed, and one of the apostles were like, they took our cloaks, or somebody took our jacket. Mm-hmm. Or something like that, and like one of their pieces of clothing. And Jesus said, they're like, let's go get him, Jesus, let's go get him and get our stuff back, right? Mm-hmm. Remember what Jesus said? Yes, we'll go search him out, but we'll give him what else he needs. What else does he need? That's the lesson that he taught. Yeah. So poor Liam, that should have been his response. He should have said, hey, go take me back to the homeless person. I'll give him the other shoe.
Take his other shoe off and go, here, take this one.
Yeah, here's the other shoe. That's right. Yeah. And the poor fan, can you imagine being that fan who literally went up and says, hey, take that shoe off. That's a One Direction boy's shoe, man. I'll give you $10 for that shoe. I can't even imagine that conversation. This whole story, this is where me and James Corden are actually on the same page here. I looked at his face. He's like, what? I don't know if the story tracks very well. Okay. Right. Poor Liam.
It's a good story, but in the right context.
Yeah, I think it came up.
What you set out to.
This is something we could have never have dreamt of. You can imagine things that can happen to you in your life when you join a boy band, but what we've managed to do through you guys is impossible. It just doesn't seem real. It's amazing.
You obviously, when you set out, you set goals for yourself, and I think we're extremely proud of the fact that we feel like we achieved a lot, but I think you get addicted to the feeling of hitting those targets. So I don't think you're ever going to get to a point where you do something and go, okay, that's it, we're done now. I mean, now we still don't feel like we've done everything. You never want to stop. And I think that's probably why when it came to the album, we all found a common ground in the fact that we wanted to make sure that we made the best record that we've ever made.
Interesting. Do we know this one?
This one seems familiar to me.
Help me. Losing my mind, getting the feeling.
Okay, we have her. I thought that. Okay.
I thought we were going strong. I thought we were holding on.
I think it was on late night we saw this one.
No, they don't teach ya this in school.
That bluesy type.
I don't know what to do. Thought we were going strong. Thought we were holding on. Are we? You and got a whole lot of history.
Oh yeah.
We could be the greatest team that the world has ever seen. You and me got a whole lot of history. So don't let it go. We can make some more. We can live forever. All of the rumors and all of the fights, we always find a way to make it out alive. Thought we were going strong. I thought we were holding on, but aren't we? Sing it! You and me got a whole lot of history. We could be the greatest team that the world has ever seen. You and me got a whole lot of history. So don't let it go. We can make some more. We can live forever. Big bars, expensive cars, hotel rooms, and new tattoos with the good champagne, a private plane, Latino feet, everything. The truth is I've realized that without you here, life is just a lie. This is not the end. This is not the end. We can make it. You know it. You know. You and me got a whole lot of history. We could be the greatest team that the world has ever seen. You and me got a whole lot of history. So don't let it go. We can make some more. We can live forever. Got a whole lot of history. We could be the greatest team that the world has ever seen. You and me got a whole lot of history. So don't let it go. We can make some more. We can live forever. So don't let it go. So don't let it go. We can live forever. So don't let me go. We can make some more. We can live forever.
Thank you.
Wow. 8 years ago. Wow.
And that's it.
Short break. Short break.
Just on a short break.
Wait, do they have more?
Well,
Is there more episodes?
No, this is episode 1. It just started up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, oops, sorry. Did you close the stream?
I didn't close it. I just closed the window.
All right.
Yep.
Or, I mean, for the editing for poor Ellie.
I'll leave it like this so that Ellie can edit easily.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it was. Again, I'll say this: it's neat to see the history. Speaking of history, the history of the boys, especially the last part. I think that's very interesting to see the kind of the final moments of them. I don't know how much longer they were together after this sessions. Just maybe somebody could tell us in the chat really quickly, like how much longer after this London sessions did they pretty much announce to the world? Like a month. Okay, there you go. Wow. Wow. So they already knew. There's no way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They knew.
Yeah.
So the fans didn't know, obviously, because they're not. So let me change your picture here. The fans didn't know. So that's very. I kind of wish I knew that, or maybe we did know.
Nick saying
because I called it. So it was already announced. Oh, the fans didn't know. Okay, well maybe that's why. Okay. So I guess I did catch. Okay, now I'm kind of contradicting myself, but I think that's why they kind of performed maybe the way they did. I mean, they gave a good performance. They sounded great, but maybe they were just melancholy. There you are, because they knew it was ending or going on a break. Now, they maybe didn't foresee that it's been 8 years. The time of this recording, it's been 8 years since that recording. So, 7.5 years at least. So I still stand by it. They won't reunite. If they do, it'll be the four of them. Zayn will not be a part of it. And if they do, it's going to be a one-off event because, I don't know, Africa sank to the bottom of the ocean. Relief fund type show.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, I agree. I think that's the only thing that would bring them back together. It would be a reunion tour maybe or something. But
yeah.
Anyway, that last song, listening to that last song again made me think is one of the contexts that we don't have. You and I have zero understanding of this. Is we weren't there, so this doesn't really stir up any nostalgia for us.
No,
but I suspect watching, or many of the fans that are watching us are kind of like trying to let us know how nostalgic it feels to to hear these songs again. And that's what I'm picking up on. I don't necessarily connect with these songs, but I definitely can see how somebody who grew up with One Direction or who listened to them from their beginning can feel this real sense of nostalgia. And that's fueling a lot of people's oh, but they should get back together because then I'll get that feeling back again of nostalgia. And I think what's fair to say is I think it's great to see that they have explored where they did go, because I think they are better separate. I really do. Yeah, from the individual songs that we've heard from the three anyway that we've listened to, that they are much better on their own, and I will continue to listen to them on their own. In fact, those are the only songs I have on my phone. I don't have any One Direction songs on my phone. But
no, I only have it for my daughter when we go on the car ride. But the ones we've listened to, because she enjoys them. She's 8. I'm old man. Anyways, so what a wonderful journey. Again, it's cool to see this history, to know a little bit about their background, seeing their personalities. It was cool in this episode in particular to see Louis on the bus, and I liked it a lot. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Thanks so much for everyone who's joined us here on Twitch and on Discord. And we'll see you in the next one.